yo. Oh, so I did do some grinding and stuff offline. I'm all glammed up. So apparently the new dyes, some of the new dyes, if I think some, it might be all of them, already came in to the game, which is, yeah, unexpected. Neon pink, neon, and let me just check a small background thing. Hold on, I need to purge a couple of things here. Boop, boop, boop. I never use this, so that's not really necessary. Okay. I purged some stuff, that's all. As you can see, I got this up, and I remembered I had the Yokai Watch things. I actually holy shit, what the fuck? Okay, well, the FPS dropped hard there for a moment. I have no idea where that came from or why. I remembered the Yokai Watch weapon, so boom. I also had one I could have used for, hold on. Dark Knight, and it looks really cool. It's kind of like a oversized samurai blade. I like it, but I don't really have an intended glam for it at the moment. Oh, hold on, my helmet's not. Oh wait, that's right. Hold on, did I? Oh, I'm stupid. That's not the glammed helmet I was aiming for, but I'm gonna have to take a break to make dinner in a little bit. I could drop that down. I like it. It might end up replacing the one I'm currently trying to use. But I actually kind of like the other one's fully close for this. For now, it's a good mid-tier piece until I get around to putting it on. Still no fucking arm pieces. Just bad luck. The best I got was a sword. I could have sworn. No, oh, did somebody else get that sword? Holy shit, I guess. I might, no, not item comparison. Try on. These are the weapons from Bismarck. I mean, they're very whale-like, and I do like it, the shtick. It's just not one for me. I think I have a new favorite boss weapon type. Period. End of story. Okay, so I want you to look at this. Alright, so look carefully at these knives. Blue, they glow blue, right? They slowly will shift color and turn purple to red and such. Ravana's shit is the goddamn coolest. Every weapon has that aesthetic. I was almost tempted to go for the Dark Knight one, because I how much I loved it, but I wanted to go for this instead. If I ever get around to doing that again, I'm going to farm it for shit, and I might just go ahead and buy the upgraded ones for these, I really like it. I want to see what the upgraded ones are. I am beginning to run low on food, so it's almost, so tomorrow I'm going to do off-screen, I'm going to be doing a food cooking run, for, the game, I mean. I think the only one that still has them a lot is this one, and even then that's trailing down. I need more Roland Bear. I think it's mostly just Roland Bear and Lassie. Yeah, no, crafters are good, and they will be good until I get around to making their cooking equivalent for Heaven's Flood. Work gatherers, crafters, Roland Berry Lassie. That's not too bad, but it's gonna drop as time goes on. Also, those one guys are still doing the dance in Heaven's Flood. Oh, you know what I haven't done? I did forget some of my color choices I was going to do. God damn it, okay. Did I already change it? No, I did not. Okay, so give me a moment here. I'm just letting this thing run its fucking course. so I can fucking put my goddamn monk miner outfit. I've never had this problem before. Oh, is it because of that? Is it that why I couldn't fucking change it? God damn it. Yep. No, wait, that one. Is that still up there? Here it is. I actually wanted to go with brighter things. But I thought this worked for now until I can eventually get around to buying the bottoms. I decided to use the Thane gear I got, since honestly this looks pretty good. Gunner gear, all things told. At least until I get later on and I can do something else. But yeah, I just need to craft at least one of the cooking implements. Preferably both, honestly, that I can. Or culinarian, and then I'm going to go on a cooking spree. I've already identified a variant I'll use for this one, because I feel like this one is going to be more favored for crits and the direct hit rate. And I want to get, but it also, you know, even higher skilled speed buff. Anyways, yeah. We're not going to start any more quests at the moment, but, going to go ahead and just, hit up a, excellently works for me, but to just try to get more stuff. Which way? Once it's 60, I can run that. Ampedor and enter the Void Arc. And storming the hole. Both of which are much more reasonable to get while playing a... I mean, I can do Void Arc as a monk. Yeah, sorry, I just love this thing. It's fun. Yeah, if I don't get this in 5 minutes, that'll be about time for me to take my break. Cause it's almost time to, make a... Just thinking, while waiting, I'm just trying to think of, real life food stuff. I was on a strict diet for a while, a very, very strict diet for a while, and, you know, it's a bit of brainstorming. The first says, I think, for what the diet is, yeah, soups. Mostly a temporary measure. So a good deal of it will still remain, but it will be vastly less restricted and much more pleasant after a bit. But yeah, soups, because a lot of the things they still have are, you know, things that offer flavor and such. Stuff made with marinades. Yeah, it's just... honestly, it's something we're just going to have to work on developing a list of approved safe meals. Thankfully, a lot of these things, ideas-wise, are things that a wonderful pressure cooker is good at cooking. All right. I'm liking making this a lot as just a great one for when you want to getting around a new area. I'll be honest with you, because like that Peloton is great. God, oh, you know what I don't have on right now? I can't believe I didn't notice that until now. The music is off. God, I'm so sorry. I've turned the sound effects down a little bit just because it makes it easier to watch videos and listen to shit while doing off-screen grinding. Dun, dun, dun. It's so good. This thing is a huge hit. Oh, I still have Sundrop Dance on my bar. I put it there because I was doing yeah, that is one of the best things. Oh, I finally got to use Living Dead during a alliance raid, and I think I got called a mid tank. I honestly don't know who it means. It's but a sign. Boop boop. Apparently. I think I'm gonna go back to announcing I'm streaming with my groups again. There we go. Just channel less unmitigated darkness attacks. I've talked about jump chain a lot. And I gotta say, I was very sad when I found out that someone did finally make a volume 3 to the MCU jump chain. See, that's how it was organized. Volume 1 covering a chunk of movies, Volume 2 covering everything up to Endgame, and they were a unique multi-parter that I really liked. This really needs to be a vampire job. I really think that would be the best balancing for it. Honestly, I think balance-wise, it would be great with if the job was half draining life from your enemies to restore yours, and half spending your life. I love classes like that where. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. What was I fucking talking about? What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Gonna need a new drink soon. Unfortunately, it Volume Freeze turns out to be just a bunch of salty nonsense, half of which is screaming at people who have nothing to do with anything that might actually be wrong with the movies. God, I love that thing. It is fantastic. Yeah, the first. So what I'm if I want to do jump chain stuff involving later stuff, I'm just gonna have to use the method of the jumps made elsewhere that are of instead specific chunks of the MCU. I really like the first two. They had a great handling on how they were systematically set up. Jumps are normally 10 years. But with the MCU, Volume 2 starts 5 years in and has a fun interaction. If you go from 1 to 2, then you keep all your old drawbacks that you took before, and have to. So, and if you want to, power up with even more drawbacks, well, you're gonna have to continue with all of them stacked, at least until the next 5 years are up. Then you have 5 more years until, and so on and so forth. Eat shit. Anyways, it had a really fun way of interacting with it, and I think a similar one that does the same for like phase 4 and 5 stuff would have been neat, but like I get, a lot of people don't like phase a lot of the phase 4 stuff, but it's honestly, I hate salt jumps. It's plagued like jumps for a show I like, Ruby. The fandom was of people who shit. I should have hit the living dead. And like, don't worry, you have something to help you out, but you're still fucking in the world of Dragon Ball Z. Not even a great place to be. But there are some great options. First, Bio Android is one of the regional options this time around, as compared to Dragon Ball, where the strongest thing you could be was a Saiyan. For that one, I actually spent the points instead to be a Namekian, but since it wasn't too many points for a racial option, allowing me to buy a bunch of other perks and shit, but like it was, and it does a lot to help increase survivability. Shit, I was not paying attention. That's what I should have done. This is a tank that's easier to die with. Pretty sure I'm being revived. Nope. Dark Knight is just very good at absorbing damage, and honestly not the best at keeping it off. There we go. That chewed through a bunch of them while giving me a chance to not lose a lot else. Thank goodness. Oh, and the other guy died quickly. There we go. Oh, that's right. That's what I was following the fucking push. Hey, buddy, come back down here. There we go. There we go. Alright, well. There we go. Come on. Die. I believe he's gonna blast through here, so. Nope, okay, it's just no matter where we are. There we go. Come on, bud. There we go. 59. But yeah, to use the example of jump chain stuff, what I'll do soon, but right now I think I'm going to take a short break, check on how stuff is going in there, and if it is meat finished frothing, I'll be cooking dinner up. So I'm going to just take a short break here, and I'll tell you if it's going to be, come back and tell you if it's going to be a longer one. So. Hello. So apparently I misunderstood the plans for tonight, and actually, so yeah, I just make my own dinner. So no, that's the kind of one where you just come back and do it. Get it later. It's not really much of a PG if it went. Okay, and push. I made the announcement now, so we're going to go ahead and I think, honestly, we're best off going off and among the dogs that are currently barking, I am hearing the tiny little squeak, the occasional tiny little squeak of a baby. And I like it. Anyways, okay. We're gonna go ahead and just return to Ishgard, and I'm hoping this will be enough to put me over the level, and if not, then I'll run a dungeon. Fucking dogs. Silly fucking butts. Really? It's very cute. Two. You know how to outsmart and Sadargu. Oh, no new abilities? But sir, class, I've learned the whole truth. Attend me, how you have a right to know. Generation sons, house coconuts have pledged themselves to the faith they are. Many rose in positions of great prominence within the clergy. For a time, Katniss Stride de Collect was poised to do the same. It has been so late that the first one, the futures of the house seemed brighter than ever. 2 years later, when they came gleaned during an interrogation had implicated her husband as a heretic. Oh. And let me guess, the crazy piece of shit threw her husband off witch shop personally and sent him with these allegations. And about his lips he laid his transformation. One he proudly declared was decades in the making. Okay, so, you know, maybe not so great on his part either. Temple Knight assumed as he tried to rip her throat out her throat. Oh, fuck. On one hand, suddenly, her mom being a piece of shit about this is more understandable. Like, it's not understandable. It's not good. She's still awful. But, like, I could see how that would develop. I could see it, and where this problem came from. Yep, sorry. Like, it definitely wasn't the exact sound, like, he definitely wasn't the greatest, spouse. All things considered. No trying to reconcile with his wife, no trying to plead with her or anything. Of course, maybe he did, and we just don't know. Point is, he drank the fucking vial, transformed to the dragon, and tried to kill his fucking wife as his first target. Sounds like he was a deep cover heretic, which is, not something I was expecting. But afterwards, she had really locked away in the deepest cell she could find. Thinks to find absolution in her daughter's death. Okay, oh, she'll kill you. She'll kill us anyway if we don't. I don't know what I'm doing, Riley. I have a plan. Call your words. We told her of our dark heart. She said there were tiny beings who knew a better way. Oh, I thought she was trolling us, tiny beings. Okay. Can teach us how to harness the abyss. Perhaps we can set against Lady Strahd and her minions. They have identified who these tiny beings might be. Oh. Do the fucking Moogles have the secrets of Dark Knightery? Oh my fucking god, that's hilarious. My weapon choice was for this story bit was extremely on point. Holy shit. Hey, Maggie, what the fuck do you know about fucking using your inner hatred and darkness to fuel your combat prowess? Oh, then it's what's sitting for a second fast. Just try to take about well for Google here. Come on. Yeah, I need to hook the one thing up. Yeah, the problem is the cord I used to hook the one thing up also fuels the charge on my spin wheel time. God, fuck you. Charging my phone, so I had not been charging it like I should have. Getting to. I have to get it for partway through this quest to actually get my food. But it's just taking me a moment to. There we go. We'll do voice filters first.
That's right, Camille. I've never heard of light so infatuated with darkness. I think I might know why she made you visit. Go forth and fetch your friends. Not to talk about, Cabal. Okay, so they don't know what the hell's up with being a Dark Knight. Back to the mark, Cabal. The slow ones be rally, which makes the big one Sid, right? Cabal?
Yes, I presume you're one of the tiny beings whom the dragon spoke of. Really? Say something to the Moogle. Really? Sick of this charade. You tell me to talk, but then you listen. You're doing this for me, but then you go about darkness and the abyss. So great when we come back covered in blood, when I put you together so you can do it again. Put you back there so you can do it again. So you can find a way to kill yourself. You can tell me it's for my sake. You hear, so tell me that real, Ethan. Of course it's for your sake. A lot of practice saying it, haven't you? Next one, Fairmain will appreciate it. You saying it's not like that, really. You say something, damn you. This whole darkness con. I mean,
then this concept, come on. I mean, I think she's absolutely full of shit with the way she's coming off right now, but also entirely fair with all the fucking shit she's going through for her to just get fed up. I mean, there's definitely a problem when he doesn't listen to her entirely and his reactions to finding out the mom's thing, but he is doing it for her, and even not just her, but everyone else he can save with the power of darkness. But, you know, fighting and killing the name of others is the Dark Knight shtick. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Right, about your emotions or some such yet? Actually, I have a little named Mark, rather simple name, I know, but those for some flights, come on. And Mark had a penchant for dancing, and...
Wait, what does that have to do with the dark arts?
Everything, Capo. Everything. Huh. Who knew dancers were the counterpart to Dark Knights? It's your master with absolute right when you put your straight to flame. You know what he meant by it. Better late than never. Capo, Master Mark, will show you the way. First, you two Dark Knights need to pull 4 sprigs of palm wort each. I'll do it, Capo.
I'm gonna see what prejudice serves, but you will have your precious palm warts. You can take it with that while you're away. And actually say, let's go, Haru. And she's not saying fucking nothing because she's like, why won't you just let me die? And that's not, again, not to belittle her fucking shit much. Maybe a little bit, but like, no. Kim, are you? Like, Sid's not the best at handling shit from what I've seen, but like, emotionally, I mean, but even if this is all started by failing to save another person or something, that doesn't make it saving you any less, you know, a valid way to spend in his life. Both in multiple meanings of the term. No combat? Oh, hey, Sid. Strength is pain, strength suffering, strength is sacrifice. God, sod this. I mean, don't get me wrong. Dude's very masochistic with how he handles things. One of these days, I'm going to want to spend some time redoing all these things to get their gear locked up nice and tight. Sorry, I'm still new to clicking the buttons where they are supposed to be and everything. Moving around has thrown me the fuck off. You know what? Next time I start a class, I'm going to make that thing to combine this and this. Oh shit. The wheel, sorry, this HUD thing going on longer than I thought threw me. I will do that when I come back. I need to take a break and then for my food's done. Alright. And it will. I ignored it when it was properly supposed to happen, so we get 2 spins. They're spoiled, you get free spins. I put my food down. And we got 2 more. Abilities. Doubled up, really? That means I have to try to do it for 6 minutes. If this hits again, I'm going. It's a really good fucking quest. Really fucking good. Good. It sounds her dark, edgy persona is in fact entirely an affront. Active reality. I'm opening up the thing for the time. Here's, yeah, it's really good. Even to the Raised by Pokemon thing, isn't it, you know? Let me just. Grab the lightweight, almost grab the heavier. Hold on. Let me fix this stupid. Anyways. So, to live the dream. To live the dream. They don't really focuses on... Quest heavily focuses on them having character. Is taking place in Eternal Forest. A lot of the lore and world building chosen to use here is inspired both by the idea that they had previously when they started the quest, which was before Pokemon Legends Arceus was a thing. But they do draw heavily upon that as well for inspiration. Who roll over chunks of packs. Only one of them are really free to come and go where I want. With another one having looser that. Like, just don't fucking land anywhere else outside of your fucking actual territory. Or issues will have around. Yeah, because a big part of it is thing with how messed up these alpha packs and that are due to the nature of Eternal Forest, which is bound up and heavily in the themes of the quest, which is one of which is tradition versus modern thing, which is not just a tradition sucks and modern stuff rules, but I'll just do the voice like that. Very nice, Cole. That must have kept you busy for a while. Where's Riley? What the fuck are you doing? I know you're a lot. Oh, really? I was just playing with some friends of mine. Come on. I'll wait for me to sell when you're finished. I feel like you're fucking with me. And the reason I feel like you're fucking with me is because I understand how you fucking moves work. And a minute left. Weighted things to just wear instead. I think that would be more interesting than this. Even if this is really good for me. Holy shit. I can't believe I'm still managing this, honestly. Gimmicks, what you gotta... Anyways, let me go get my food again. We'll keep talking. Alright, sorry about that. Thought someone doing something, offered some help. Anyways. So, it all ties back into the ancient lore of the forest. Now, Eternal Forest wasn't really a thing. And the reason for this is there was a big disaster in the forest of the time. A rampaging fire, as the story originally depicts it. Understand, because both being psychic and having been, again, raised by them. It's actually a pretty notable moment that it takes her a long time to figure out that most people can't actually understand what Pokemon are saying. And is convinced that everyone's just not fucking trying hard enough. To quote what her Magnemite has said multiple times, skill issue. Your boy, your girl, is going. And they're just going for the forest. Unlike most trainers, they're taking their time, partly because originally they were trying to find the psychics. Both of them are fairly meandering as depicted in the fic, as opposed to Barry, who is depicted as always on the move, having already taken care of the galactic grunts in the area, and it moved on a while ago. Same basic idea, just the flame in the abyss. What the hell are we doing, Haru? What could a Mughals possibly know about mastering the dark art? Foolish fools. Right then, what's all this? Anyway, we cannot really come out. I don't take them seriously.
Yes, come on, we had so much fun playing together, so much fun indeed, come on. We thought we might keep her forever.
You wouldn't dare. Yeah, but
Believe us, go and look, find her, come on, not in a million years. She thought I was so cute, but you'll never see you again. You.
oh my god, yep. It's this musical cue. Actually, tough Mog's card, huh? Anyways, the Alpha died, sacrificing itself against this great flame. In the heart of the forest, the Moss Stone. It's not if you ask me, Capo. Oh wow, they really... Wow, okay. No wonder they're using the King Mog tomb. These guys are literally entering like their this is the King Mog fight. This is very worth it. Is it what I had in mind? Yeah, they're fucking with us. This is a giant trick. Yeah, ouch, you could really hurt someone carrying that, Capo. The bloody point! Now tell me where she is if you want to live! Wait! Screaming Mughals are hilarious. One of them's just asleep. Like trying to do a head count, and then he's like, why do you want her back so badly, Capo? What kind of question is that? You kidnapped her!
You don't seem to like having her around that much anyway, right? She should learn to you, so why would you care what happens to her?
I swore oaths to bring her. That's what we Dark Knights do. Thank you.
Think that'll give you strength enough to protect her? Duty and honor? I'll tell you what you need, Capo. Yeah, this is a fucking bit. Monster strength to defend the meek is an honor, the justice how bland. Oh god, we got the bard. Barding. Can it be that the darkness for lights, a flame burning further, how grand? After this, I'm gonna take a break and actually eat. It's very slow going. 'Tis love, all powerful, shining love.
Blood helmet, so I didn't seem to be your strong suit. Oh. And it, oh, right.
I don't want helmet, but probably doesn't seem to be a strong suit. Come on.
Really? Yeah, really, say a piece. If you're trying to do about your master, he came to medicine because he believes that's what he would have wanted. Only because he believed it would make you stronger, because all you good counts telling more temple knights. Hey, look at him, hey, curse him on your breath, hey, rush out to cut it out. So don't tell me it's all been for me. Don't tell me that Frey died for me. I mean, maybe she's right, but I don't fucking believe it. The answer, yes, most of all, for me. Alright, one's upset. Not you, no one else. For that, I'm sorry. I will send for you in this kind of answer. What happens, that'll be your decision. Good. That's a promise. So yeah, the true strength or darkness. Anyways, I'm gonna be back in a wee bit. I want to eat. Okay. I forgot the pause the jump scare track, so back it goes in time. Sorry about that. Honestly, a lot of this resonates very well with that character. I'm sorry I had to come to this. Set us. I don't know, man. As trite as it feels, you know, fighting for those you care for sounds like an immensely more, you know, power up than just fighting for yourself. That's literally the point of power, fighting for others. But you're not, really. Apparently she was on point. I didn't, given the way he was acting about the entire thing. So, like I said, I think it's weird to ultimately complain about how dare these people try to save me. I understand that he honestly did go off on our last quest, and honestly, I did not like how he handled that. And he absolutely deserves to get shoot out for trying to pretend for him and Frey, presuming Frey was just like him, died for him when he was dying for themselves. I hate when I finish on Fancy. He said we would find a better life here. We had children's son. They let us choose the order in which we would die. That would be their mercy to us, they declared. They on the dart. Look away, they said, back at us. And then I knelt to my left. When I opened the red black super before my hand outstretched, so I took it. Punish, defend the meek. Punish the wicked. That'll be the case. To indulge in violence, that's better me. But there is no one else. Alright, let's see it done. And the final battle, serves my master intended. Ow. Just an eeny-meeny inch off. Just a little bit. Did I ever? I did not. Huh. Wow. Okay, well now I need to get that one and the ancients, and I can only get one of these right now, so I'm not ready, but sure, that one shouldn't be hard to get. Keep down. That'll give me the last XP I need, and remember, anyways, yeah. So the forest burned down. It was specifically fire that no attempts to fight back against could stop. Oh, sure, the forest is outgrowing the fire damage the fire was doing due to grass type, but the fire would just consume more, and it was just an endless back and forth, leaving everyone suffering. So the answer was it gave its life, and at the same time, its human best friend was entrusted with getting the heart of the forest, aka the moss stone, out of the fucking there. Well, it did it, which cut the grass type energy flowing through the forest out, and flame burnt out with nothing else to burn. And eventually, a new forest, lesser than that old one, grew in its place. But because the humans helped them out back during an era when wild Pokemon were much less friendly to humans, this changed the relationship of the what would become the Eterna Forest Pokemon. The Pokemon of Eterna Forest became heavily dedicated to helping the young of humans who pass through by testing them. This would be the one area in the game where there were an actual step counter battles or random encounter battles or a thing. The forest is filled with Pokemon all waiting for a moment to count the steps, and someone pops out to challenge the humans, and and so on, and it's all very extremely ritualized and traditionalist, and the Pokemon within it have long since lost a lot of the original way of basically everything, because they've been been playing a game of telephone via oral tradition and just history, and it's changing. The forest is basically building everything up outside of that sacred duty of theirs, as they treat it, to forge a Pokemon capable of becoming the new alpha and leader who can properly guide the monsters of the forest to prosperity. But for most part, that mostly just means the strongest motherfucker who can beat the shit out of most motherfuckers. And that's it. It's all Bushido codes of honor type of scenario rather than actually, qualifications. And because of this unity of the current forest, it has for each a group of pretender alphas, they're often called, have popped up who have managed to get the force necessary to take charge of an entire quadrant of the forest. There's the alpha ghost types, know nothing about him, even whatever fancy title it has. There's Lord Slacking, who is an ancient and old Slack King, who is mostly just sleeps his day the ways. Lord Tartara, who runs the part of the forest that's the most cliffy and hillsidey. His entire shtick is being the most one of that out of all of them, to the point that he has literally used his earthquake to reshape the landscape to be as hard to navigate as can, to basically keep everybody but the flyers and ghost types out. And he often just reshapes the landscape as he decides, based on, I think this will be best for helping curate the strength of things. Oh, you little weak Pokemon in your family have made a den in there with eggs? Move it. Yeah, he's a piece of shit. A very, very unlikable piece of shit. From everything we've learned from one of his very subjects, who was one of the mons caught by protagonists. Then there's Lady Shiftry, which was the first of said alphas to meet. He got to hide in the forest and is a Shiftry who evolved because of proximity to... Time to fit the cute voice filter on for 20 minutes.
To the heart of the forest, aka, the mossy stone. The first interaction that things are even more or not as they seem in the forest, because, after earning the right to meet her and talk with her and so on through... by virtue of the fact that the main character is one of the few who can actually talk to Pokemon and knows enough to recognize, to make an educated guess that the Nuzleaf are some sort of they were fighting to be a special and extra special higher rank ones based on the exact way they carved cut their leaves and and so on to have a particular appearance. Basically, like I said, Bushido. They're groomed specifically to mark them as something, and it made them correct educated yes after combat. That was enough to eventually earn us a meeting. Combined with who the main tag ended up catching, this eventually allows the chance to learn a bit more about the forest. Specifically, Lady Shiftry is generally considered one of the nicer ones, but still considered just as much a Predator Alpha as all the others, but she's actually secretly a shit ton nicer, and also, unfortunately, secretly the weakest of the lot. She basically evolved early. And wasn't at the peak power. Each of them has a cool title, but I don't remember most of them outside. The Sleeping King is the only one I really remember, so Slack King. There's also a, so 3 out of the 6 have been men in the story so far. Yeah, Lady Shiftry. The next one that ended up being me ended up delayed, because one of the things the main protag ends up doing, the thing that would be benefit for Peloton, is this fucking place. Holy shit. Hey, you got time, but that's not a shame on to watch. That's entirely fair. There we go. Yeah, Living Dead is really good for things like content like this because, man, it is much more likely that I'll have a boss capable of fucking downing me before my various bonuses. Anyways, where was I fucking going with things? Right, yeah. It might not sound super interesting with stuff, but like I said, a lot of it has to do with the various characters of the Pokemon. For instance, the new cat for the forest is Circadian, a Sunkern who. Hold on. Let me just. Sorry about that, folks. I just straight up couldn't talk. I need. That's probably the worst throat clearing I've ever fucking needed. But yeah, yeah, right. Aha! We win. Pretty sure we killed them both before it touched it. It is not easy to do that, but we did it. Well, mostly they did it, but I think I managed to get one of the blows that took down and in. Anyways, right. Another reason why that, Circadian. He's an All Might inspired character. The QM described it originally as a Don Quixote version of the character, but it's absolutely not, because Don Quixote is actually a fucking awful person. Alright, thanks most of us to be on here now. Nope. Yeah, okay, that's everybody. You guys, go in there, handle that, I'll, do what we're good at. Okay. I feel like pulling the ad is honestly not necessary, because the fucking things keep fucking dying, well, before they get to ya. Alright, just gotta wait for it to be vulnerable to us, so they hear them and they'll walk back on their own. But being pissed is everyone's measure nowadays. There we go. Okay, I need to get a hit on something in. Nope, still invulnerable to me. I honestly do not ever understand when this thing becomes possible to hit. Alrighty then. This particular part of the combat I will never fully understand. I don't normally tank it. Boop boop. Breaches of light. Do I have those? I honestly can't tell if we've had actual drama or if this is half people joking and just not fully understanding each other, but also trying their own jokes. Everybody in now? Okay, yeah, it's time. Boop, boop. So many fucking people in a full-on alliance. Anyways, right, yeah. Here. You know, people run away. Boop, boop. Ah, okay, that's dead. I can take out the thing in the center. I think. Yeah, that did it. Do. Honestly, if this was current content, I'd probably... Okay, we're just gonna all rushing in, okay. Come on, bud. Gotta hide behind the rock. Well, thankfully there's a very convenient rock right next to that. I think it'll be right to where you should be. I do not know how people can fucking... Wait. Alright, well, I did it. I'm pretty sure we're still got one going. I could not see that thing. It was hidden by the corpse of the boss. Anyways, what the fuck was I doing? Right, yeah. I mentioned main character psychic. Okay, we do be done getting drama. We definitely got drama. Yes, I'm ready. Oh, that's why I got pulled at that one point. I got accidentally pulled. There we go. Apparently I'm not really the target of shit, so boop. I do enjoy it, actually. I think get this fucker in a spot where he can... be, swacked at right below the thing. There we go. Oh well, I think with this particular group setup, we'll get this fucker dead in no time. Ha ha ha. Boop. Oh, well, guess that person doesn't get it. Oh, did B never even pop its treasure cover? I mean, I know I don't want most of this shit, but like... no. No. Ballad Gauntlet. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay. That's like, I actually have something that can use that ballad gear now. I probably won't use it. Oh, I know it. Is that just Bard or like, Mechanist also shares all those slots, too. There we are. Enough to level up. And, hey, what do you know? It's time for me to turn off
this voice filter. Anyways, well, you know how there's psychic trainers for us? Well, now there's a psychic enclave who, is in charge as the reason for why there are psychics in forest. Why are they there? Partly for training, partly to help act as mediators for the various problems in the forest, since there's no true alpha to handle everything. Mostly to keep care of the local wildlife. The actual wildlife. Because, yeah, animals exist. They have been mentioned before in Pokemon. They're rare, but actual animals are a thing. And the Pokemon eat them. And they like that because that means they can have meat without having to eat each other. And outside the water, most Pokemon don't do that. But yeah, Circadian. God, I'll get back to the fight in a moment. Very scattered. The human initially, said like Don Quixote, but that honestly put me off the fucking character because honestly, I fucking hated how Don Quixote has been handled with a lot of the adaptations because like Don Quixote in the original is not a ordinary optimist. He's an unstable, delusional person who is actively getting people in danger with his shenanigans. You don't want to help. You don't want that guy. I just help. I don't know what they were singing about, didn't they? Yeah. It's good that they helped you say your piece, but they absolutely were no help in that regard. Anyways, yeah. It's an interesting parallel to how the Ninja Quest line worked, didn't it? Mostly involves swearing ourselves to help save the light, help a person, but here it's made very clear this is all that you're not really doing it for them, you're doing it for you. It's a fundamentally selfish act, even if you are trying to save somebody's life. For all these sentiments Ouroboros put for them Ouroboros put behind it. Love Karasu. But he's great. Circadian is great. He's a fun character. He's on the inside, he's basically Midoriya. On the outside, he's an over-the-top knightly character. Though he didn't know what a fucking knight was until it was explained to him. But that just made it fun. Yeah, he was called Circadian. These are the main character, but that's the inspiration for the name. You know, as circadian rhythm, sun, but also, you know, the quest loves naming the Pokemon after puns. Their spiel, he wants to be the best spiel there ever was, is named Koro for Mount Coronet. The Mime Jr. is named May or May not Mr. Mayor or May not. Or May not for short, as well he's usually called. And of course he fucking loves it, the little shit. Our Magnite is Sparkplug. Right, Sodargo, carve and split. The second half. There's a free full attack with penalty of 500 and goddamn. And restores HP. Then with the Physical Drains. Now we have the single target version. God damn. Well, guess what gear this is gonna give me. Hey, I'm all for it. Sitting plainly at peace for change. Absolution. It's made the rod by your way. We're to meet her in the Highlands, away from prying eyes. She on greatly still her husband feed, so it comes to no side that she prefer to sell us in secret. What's the paying for us at it? But what should happen to me? Pray keep her eyes safe. I mean, she went over with you before we left. Sounds like we might be in for a trap. We would have made it so without you, Haro. I want you to know that I'm truly grateful for your time we shared. Already taught me so much for the world, and what it means to fight for another, what it means to fight for yourself. Page the other three of us. Not else to say, really. Twin pulls, and let's not keep the Countess waiting. I mean, I'm probably going to keep the Dark Knight gear, because it really is just perfectly edgy in all of its things. I might shift the dye a little. I want to see what introducing a red dye does to it. Oh shit, I haven't shut off the dyes. Let me show you. Right, so white's got no new things, unfortunately. Neon pink. Now, that is absolutely not my color. It looks horrid on me, but it's a good color. Bright orange. Yeah, I like it. Neon yellow. Good, it's not my color, but if you like yellow, it's really good. I like how bright it is. Neon green. I definitely want to do a glam with that. Azure blue. A rich blue. A dark, but not too dark, rich blue. I like it. Violet's purple dye. I like the, it's good, it's really good at dye, especially for this gear, if I was going purple. Excellent compliment then. And hey! I don't know if, yeah, metallic pink was there. Metallic ruby red. Okay, cobalt green. I love it, but no. Metallic dark blue dye. Blue shifted a little more and it would be perfect. But of course it's paid dye. So, right. She went there looking to hopefully get some more mentorship on her newfound handling on a part of herself she fucking hated and despised, her psychic abilities and such. And after a bit, managed to actually meet them, and it was a fucking disaster. I mean, it was nice to have her to meet and befriend and even learn some things from other psychics, but unfortunately, the mentor was a classic mysterious traditionalist, mysterious motherfucker who overly relied on his future sight and had no real ability to actually, despite being a psychic, no ability to read his students because they always kept their, because one of the core principles of it was a mirror shield, which not only allows them to mostly be unreadable to other psychics, Normally it is completely unreadable, but main character is so sensitive that she can detect anything, but usually detect at least a little bit from anybody that isn't the master. Oh, and they're his grandkids. That complicates things even more because, like, they just know him as the grandkids, grandnieces, and so on and so forth. But they just know him as the mysterious, wise old mentor who means the best for the forest, but and the sect and everything. But like, they don't understand him and all his little tricks and hidden tasks and everything, which has caused an immense amount of problems with, including with his personal chosen heir, who, yeah, the kid was on the verge of a mental breakdown. The old man had no idea about it. The shit he had done to the people he does legitimately care about was legit bad enough that, and was outright telling him that if you broke his illusion about how badly he fought with his family, treating them like tools, maybe not disposable tools, but like tools, it would shatter this man completely. So no matter how angry we all were, we were very furious. Look, reading it, he fucked shit up bad. He accidentally taught his nephew, his grandnephew, that hey, I don't, as my heir, you should never ever sleep. If you sleep, you're lazy. Which is why, which means, of course, which drove a wedge between the kid and his brother, who's constantly getting harassed because the apprentice thinks the master thinks everybody's being lazy if they're sleeping, and he's trying to help them. And it's just, a cavalcade of fuck-ups have made everything worse and has honestly caused a lot of damage. And yeah, and then, of course, he tried to force his mysterious bullshit thing on the main character, not without any real understanding about her background and her issues, and so her and Dom basically drove that man to the fucking brink of shattering psychically, and out of no real kindness for him. So, everyone else is grateful, including the guy who everyone was quick to write off as a dickbag, the apprentice. So, they were actually able to begin patching things up with them. But while there, they also learned about other things, like the fact that there's a brewing war notorious, because a Teddy Ursa cub belonging to one of the 6 great pack leaders is missing. And it was last seen in King Slack King's territory. So, Also, they have a friendly, partly for this, they have a friendly meeting and introduction and learn a lot of things from Lady Fortress, for the Pineco evolution. Lord of the bugs, basically. Who's all about trying to do her best to show that bug type, generally considered weak Pokemon, are actually fully capable of standing up and being as strong as every other type. Seems worthy. Well, it sounds like I've been pressing business elsewhere. Enjoy a moment's respite with me. Actually at peace with yourself. Shocking. God, the more I will say, one of the effects is the more classes I have, the less and less room for crap that absolutely does not go on to said excess equipment before I have to dump it. You came. A wise decision. Bitch. Have his eyes, his nose, his lips. I see more and more of him, and it sickens me. Yeah, just making it clear, that's not a father. You like to punish her for what he did. And then in judgment of me, I have every right. No. That much my friend shall sit at that 7th hell. Don't have bloody fun of it, you can follow it there. No one else. Remember Friday's. That protects us and will protect you. Right then. It even goes off in the cutscene. I thought this was a trial by combat. This feels more like a fucking... So much for a fair fight. Hey, Hardo, stay close to me. He would not fan the face of the heretics. Forward, I say, forward! How did she break? Oh, it's good. So good to see how many of you pieces of garbage are willing to die. No more. Enough! Forward, bring me her head. The fairy wills it. You have no mercy, mother. You ain't never have called me that. I mean, once it's in, you had a chance you could have stand aside. Your abomination, death will be mercy. Then kill them all. You stride God hand. Too many of these motherfuckers. I cannot even read the chat anymore. There's too many of these. See anything? He just act on that foul creature. I will enjoy fucking feeding you your own goddamn intestines. The only abomination here is you. Pay for me for sinful thing now with your enemies. You'll have all the time to beg her forgiveness when I send you to meet her personally. I'm enjoying this. Cleanse my soul of this taint. And make this monstrosity. Ooh, I hate her. I hate her. She's fucking awful. Good quest though. Or good quest. Damn you! Get out of my way! Why? Why? Such one habits to it! Not the first person to ask me that. Once you might have understood. That you are. And you are still a mother. No, she's not. This is the point where I will disagree. Everything that I've done, she is fucking unworthy of ever bearing the title. She's a monster in human skin. Not really. This piece of shit. Pieces of shit like this are unworthy of bearing the even title mother. She is the spawner, the egg donor. So I don't want to say that because that honestly, because while it might be a good descriptor, the next one I was going to say honestly sounds incredibly fucked up if it were to be applied in any other scenario. So stop there. She is not a mother. This is not a mother. No, you've really changed your tune. Go, stop meet again. Well, I can promise you that. If I didn't know about the song, it lives, I must. You all, the very music. Yeah. They'll kill her. Riley. Great your love for her, greater than any you had. A great feeling for her, and then any you ever bore from me. I prayed for that. I heard you would take me in your arms for me as you did before. But I know that should never come to pass. I pray for you, mother, that you might find peace in her halls. Oh, you're actually willing to do it. On your humble sweat, rise her up to your bosom against her glory everlasting. Just the expressions here. Oh my god, this is amazing. I love it. Holy shit. Bullshit. That thing on top of her shoulder should be over here somewhere. That is my one complaint, that somehow didn't fucking cleave her. That was telegraphed as cleaving her head for her shoulders. Like, I respect Sid that he's grown enough that he no longer feels like he must kill all his enemies. That mercy is a concept he understands now. But this is one of the occasions where it actually was his first instinct was absolutely correct. Holy shit, the facial corrections on this woman are... There are points with the facial corrections, facial expressions goes crazy wild in this game, and this is one of them. And I love it for it. Look. The look of just completely unhinged. The unhinged as fuck. Yeah. I cannot imagine doing this fucking quest all the way in fucking Endwalker. Or Dawntrail. Holy shit. Oh, wow. This is the fucking best. This is so fucking good as a story. Goddamn. Fuck. Oh, wow. Okay, seriously. Oh my fucking god. That was so fucking good. We're not even done. I'm sorry. It just about as the blade swings. It finally gets into a little crazy head that maybe she's the one in the wrong here. Wow. So, what now? We go back to Ishkan. Together. As you wish. Fuck. God. Sometimes, as a reminder, a person who wrote that wrote an entire fucking expansion of this game. Or writer. He was the one who set the tone for literally everything in that expansion. And I'm pretty sure she wrote the next, was one of the writers for Endwalker too. So fucking good. Like, legitimately. This is legitimately one of the best quests I've played in this entire game. Holy shit. That crazed... I honestly don't think this was a... if that makes it very clear, this is not just a case of this woman being a religious zealot. That's just how it shaped her psychic break. Her husband not only was a secretly a member of the enemy, an enemy who and as a reminder, she is literally raised as one of her family are literally raised as a member of the church. So they're almost certainly some of the most religiously zealot people. Like, it is literally a miracle that our buddy Emmerich is not this fucking bad. When this is what a lot of... given who his dad is and where he was raised. Meanwhile, yeah, that would contribute to it. The zealotry is what but it was her husband fucking trying to rip her fucking throat out. And revealing that that it was some sort of long-term plot. That the relationship was meaningless, and a bunch of other shit. He was, by all accounts, a horrible fucking father. Completely unfit for the, before I even bother getting this gear, which I was originally planning on doing before I forgot. Oh yeah. I'm gonna use this gear for a bit. Cause it's going to be the, dark side gear. Whatever it's called. Just, holy shit, this quest line. And so how's Culligan? Fellas, how's Culligan? Last of your line, and you're not exactly going to be following the family tradition. Just fuck. Yeah, that was not religious zealotry in itself. That was religious zealotry wrapped around trauma. It's not the dragon blood in her that it makes her hate made her hate her daughter. That was just a fucking excuse. It's the fact that she looks like her father, who tried to murder her. In some ways, you could consider the woman herself a tragic figure, but that doesn't excuse what she did, or change it. She's a monster. She was a monster. One of her own, one that might have been forged by circumstances. I doubled down into it. Yo, Sidarga. It seems so simple in retrospect. Trying to find answers, there it was. Alright, for the fact that which we hold most dear. Yep. You still committed to your past then? And you will, and you, if you will have me. To talk to me more and listen. In silence, you know. We're sharing the weight, Sid. We bear it together. For ourselves and for others. Right then. The angry loner adopts kid aesthetic will always be my favorite fucking thing in fiction. I literally mentioned it before. Angry Dad Simulator and Angry Loner Kid is the big reason why I actually am avoiding ever playing Last of Us nowadays. I never played it when it was popular, and after everything I've seen and heard of too, I don't want to, because I know I'll actually love it. I know for a fact they literally retconned and changed the ending of the game and the remaster so they could do their stupid-ass sequel idea. You didn't know that, by the way. They changed it so that instead of you fighting your way through a group of serial killers pretending to be people trying to save the day, it made it so that it changed it so they were actually significantly less awful and more reasonable and less serial killer-y. But that's not how it was in the original game. It needed to, in order to justify what happens in the sequel by one of the people who cared about those people. Right then. It enters a moral. It changed something that might have been somewhat morally ambiguous to a act of actual evil. The two of us will manage our own horror. There may be others who know and realize such as, for they come, we will be ready. We can save Ishgard, but that would leave the people at the mercy of the powers to be. I cannot do that now, and neither can Rene. We all need a cause, Haro, so will be yours. Whom will you stand? For my friends, or Eorzea? Myself. Oh my fucking god, I love that I can actually answer this question. Ultimately, the answer still remains the same for my character after all this time. She fights for friends, she fights for herself, but most importantly of all, she fights for all of Eorzea. And so you shall walk the paths to suffer. Christ, justice demands no less. Speak of why we choose to walk it. Tell me those fools were on to something, weren't they? Yeah, sorry. We will speak again once I have crossed the far edge of fate. Whenever that day comes. This gives me it does give me a title, Black Blood. Excellent. God, that was an immensely satisfying storyline. Just so fucking good. Chaos armor, huh? That's what we're calling this? Okay, I already have most of the gear and fucking... I already apparently mostly have, oh, hold on. I think I have still one of my short ticket left. Yeah, else I'm gonna use this. Time to dump some of my excess garbage. It looks like I won't actually get to wear the gear directly for long. A damn shame. Nice looking outfit. That just got back there. Okay, well, let's see. Friday seal allowance. As always, good shit. Subduer has long since been not needed, but I actually want it because I like it. It's just not something I use much. Garuda's pain. I at the design, I kind of like it. It's a thin-bladed Dark Knight. You don't get gear like that, but I'm not gonna use it. Elegant guillotine. So that's out. Garuda's beak. I like it, but again, not really something I'd use. Warg Fang. Don't need those anymore. So, I'm pretty sure I liked what these look like, but they weren't too high on my priority. Augmented Eric's magic gem hunters. Well, we're gonna take a moment. I'm gonna start dumping shit. Then we'll go back there. Chaos Caress. No. I need to get around to purging some of the lesser things here. Expanse machetes, no. Hive musketoon. Keep that around because I'll eventually get this. No. If I do, I'll probably just get the higher thing, quality thing instead. The Hive gear is the Ravana gear, and it looks all fantastic. It looks nice, but I'm not sure I'd want that. Boulder Tuck. Vulcan. Blacksmith's binary tool. Pretty sure I can stick down the other. Orthodox, hairpin of Fending, and Maiming, Orthodox, blah blah blah. Chaos Margonet. Oh, that's what the headpiece of that thing looks like? Oh shit. That works really well with my Ura. It's like they're inverted versions of my Ura's horns, but it's got no facelift. To be honest, I think I prefer the other one. Still, I'll keep it just in case. Demon Hat of Aiming. Great hat. Definitely not what I'm looking for currently. Boop 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 boop. Warden's Barbut. No. But Rose Gillette. Valerian. Honestly, pretty good looking gear. I think. I'm not gonna use it. Demon Armor of Fending. Looks fucking good. It's an interesting monk gear, but I'm not real likely to use that one anytime soon. I think melee. This was the higher level one. Okay. If I don't already have an Armor of Light, this goes in here. I do, so it doesn't. Valid Corselet. Chaos Gauntlets. Those ones are going to be put on. Whereas the Demon Gauntlets of Fending. This is part of the Demon set, so sure, I'll toss it in. Ikato Smithing Gloves. Or something I'll keep it there. Oh, because I do need those if I ever want to do the Ixal stuff again. Pants, I think, are another ones. Breaches of Light. Oh, already got it. Okay, you know what? We'll go through here for stuff. I'll go back through it in a moment. Chaos Caress, Chaos Fleshshard, everything else, Flintshard. Okay, that's goofy as shit looking. I will definitely use my lower gear instead of that. I forgot it overlaid with something I already had. So really, I just need to get those two, and I'll have this gear topped out, which is why I won't glamour over it. It'll look goofy for a little bit, but in which case, I'll probably use the glamour I put together for a little bit. Then we'll see about the Adamantine version, what that one looks like. Adamantite, or I'll swap over to the Chaos version. We'll at least see what it looks like, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. Hey, another wheel spin. Spin, wheel, spin. Of course, the biggest reason to do that right now is because, no. So I know which Chaos gear has to be put inside. Augmented Shire Halberd, Augmented Shire Bush. Have I already moved past that? You voice again? Wow.
Wow. I feel like I haven't, but I think. Oh wow. Okay, so somehow that got clicked off. Charlian's Custodian Helm, you were briefly helpful and nice looking. But let's get that gear as I intended it. Chaos Gauntlets. Helicom's healing, of course, they're gonna stay in there until I can actually, get my healing to 70. Which might be a while, honestly. It's not a huge priority to overlevel my healing that much. Breaches of Light. Nope. Chaos Alright. And then boots. I think I don't have some buttons, but I do. Yeah, toss these then. These are very much fun for, hey, I actually feel like adding something into the rings and shit. It's really not something I usually use. God, that looks so fucking weird. Now I'm curious here. It's been a while since I've glammed over an outfit with... Yeah, crossover. Damn it. It means I need to re-glam the fucking thing each time I swap into it. Unfortunate. But I don't use Warrior much nowadays, so we'll stick with it. Anyways. Oop, that's spending my steals. Wait, am I almost out of steel, amount? I think I am. In which case, I'm gonna go ahead and spend some. On stuff. Admiral Portrait, Miniatures, I don't need that. All this other stuff has been obtained. Right amounts are minion from Heavensward or Stormblood. Goddamn. That's incredibly useful. Wait, hold on. Storm Captain's Musketoon. Okay, hold on. Insufficiently read. Yeah, you know what? I'll go ahead and grab this just in case I want to use... it. Might as well use up all that shit. I was just before I maxed out my seal amount. Okay, well, I wasn't going to max out my seal amount, but it was getting too close for comfort. Bats, Scrimmoor, Boulder's Tuck. Let's just set is Ledgehammer. Yes, that's not something I'll use elsewhere, so might as well trade it to you. Malicious Scythe. No, wait, no. Don't trade these then. I made these. I'm stupid. I want to tear those apart because they'll have mats I can use for making other shit. What the fuck am I doing? I'm stupid. Orthodox Hat of Healing. Demon Hat of Aiming. Orthodox Tricorn of Striking. Augmented Ironbark Spider. Hold on, is that... Yeah, that's got a thing on it, so... Warden's Barbette. Honestly, trading these things makes no sense. I'll just fucking... In fact, give me a moment here. I'll do it right now. Then I'll find a place to stick it. Nah, I'll do it later. Once I've fucking cleared out a bunch more of my inventory. It's not too much a bother. Manor, Scale, Hellenic Inquisitor's Caress, Fireworks, Armor of Fending, Armor of Light, Striker's Mitts, Woods, Rider's Arm Guard. No longer need that shit. Oh, no. Don't give up the thing I can't get a replacement for. No. God fucking damn it. Creatures of Light, Strikers Boots, Hellenic Inquisitor's Solar, Orthodox Greaves of Fending. Earrings continue to be something I have no fucking use for. There we go. The Buttons of Light. Patterns. How did I miss that? Horn Boots. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of this. There we go. Steel's Rip. No. Okay, shit. You got it. Goddamn, that was good shit. Where do I want to go next? You know what? First things first. Master of Marksmanship. I want to do one of these, but mostly just for some extra stuff. I want to do one of these, just one, another dungeon this. I'm gonna do the next quest, and then we're going to, start a, duty finder for Emperador, Void Ark, and Hullbreaker Isle. I got that cleared out, so after I do one of these, I'm gonna move this off it and do it again. Well, actually, what I'll do is once I get to 6, I'll move things around to see if I can't get a better combo. Because I've got so many of these fucking points, I want to spend them on that. I will be taking a short break, though. Need to get myself a drink. Boop, boo, doo, doo. Love it. Maybe I should make a thank you for the party one with and combine it with this. Yeah. Wait, not this. Where's my spell? Oh, there it is. Right, Victory was over there next to the hello, I'm a streamer. Anyways, I'm gonna take a short break, get myself a drink. I'll be back in a few moments. There's only 4 minutes left on this, so 4 minutes from when I get back. Boop boop. Heyo. Sorry. And more about just getting some extra stuff. Other stuff. You know. Nope, no dirt duty finder here. There we go. I'm pretty sure that's one of the things there. I'm actually just gonna do that one and just... Yeah, one of the things that Glenn said actually reminded me of a QM thing the QM said in regards to setting it, you know, how it, basically the way it's running is that basically the worst runner super strong genius type. Maybe I would have been better off with a DPS, but just one short of enough for all DPS team. Hello. Instantly drive anything else to your side and... Alright, there we go. Damn. It's fucking annihilated. Umbra is getting our ass kicked. Yeah, they win, I think. Oh well. All things considered, I felt like I barely did anything, but That be how it is. Okay. And a lot of twopers here. This gives me free. No, 2 frees. Never mind, I'm not changing shit. Alright. Lost Hellbreaker Isle, lost Tempeador, and Trials. I want Raid. The Void Arc. Well, we'll not be able to do that immediately. Instead, I'm going to the Shire. Anyways, where was I fucking... But yeah, Don doesn't notice that Jubilife has slums and other shit tucked in the corner of old Jubilife. It's not something... It doesn't appear in the game. She doesn't realize you can train at gyms. So, that never appears in the game. Of course, she realizes this shit now because, well, she's met Mal, and Mal is, willing to tell her that shit. But, yeah. Honestly, I love the world building, but anyways. The really good bit we've hit now is... They've entered Lord Montrose territory, and the Eternal Forest is obsessed with stories. Wait, no, it's not the Shire. I'm an idiot. It's Shire gear, but you don't get it at the Shire, you get it over here. I'm a dingus. Right, so... Rowena, I want my last 2 pieces of gear. Thank you. Please and thank you. 9 short. Well, okay. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, the Shire gear actually does look good as Dark Knight gear, I'll be honest here. But I did make up a set, and I'm gonna fucking use that set. Anyways, where the fuck was I? Right. So, that's the name of my character, by the way, Mal. They're moving to Lord Hunchcomb's territory, and you already have some great stuff. Her baffling and worrying Dawn with a reaction to the Hunchcrows, the Murkrows that form this part of the forest being too fucking duct tape with dark duct tape. Everything. She duct tapes her all the parts, pretty much every part of her outfit she can to something else. She duct tapes her jeans to her shoes. She duct tapes the ends of her hoodie's clothes, from every part. Pretty much cakes her backpack with duct tape. She duct tapes the inside of her fucking pin zipper. It's all about duct taping down the steak. All because of those thieving little shitheads that are the Murkrow. And she uses shiny aluminum duct tape on a bunch of sticks and rocks to make shiny shit to distract them. It's very hilarious and super nostalgic for her. Unfortunately, it's not the good kind of nostalgia, because it reminds her of being unsafe on the streets. Feeling unsafe on the streets, especially, because she hadn't realized at that point that, all the Murkrows were actually looking out for her or her family, and the ones who honestly looked out for her the most and, helped her the most. They're the ones who first stole her jacket, leading her on a little chase that helped her slowly but surely shake out of her fugue and actually start becoming a person again. And so so it's unnerving her, and especially because on top of that, these aren't her family, even though how much they remind her of her. So, she does a bunch of shit, undergoing a bunch of little trials by them. In this case, most of them are cons, like leaving trash out in the middle of the forest, hoping one of them would be dumb enough to walk over and pick it up, acting like they're horribly poisoned and on the verge of death. Like, oh no, I should help. Look at that little bastard. He's got a peccaberry in his beak. You can see it. Look there. And oftentimes throwing shiny but worthless shit to distract them. Eventually, it escalates to having a trial set up with a little help from the loyal and trustworthy Star Raptor. For reference, the personality of this Star Raptor is depicted as the best. Megatron has fallen! Oh, Starscream will reign supreme! Megatron, having tripped on a fucking pebble. Yeah. Punched it. That test involves letting Star Raptor be an ass and testing how good old Mao and Don react to, but mostly reacts to it. Which is, of course, telling him to go fuck himself. Or her, actually, it turns out, to go fuck herself. Because she was having some, of her Mon bully. Because it was real that for the last chunk of the forest, they'd been bullying all the Mon who wanted to actually fight them because they were too weak. Reed, walked instead of flied. And proceeded to tell them to fuck themselves, and then found two ground-bound Pokemon to battle instead. Much to the amusement of the Murkrow, who are trickstery fucks, who pride themselves in cleverness and such, and of course think that's entirely hilarious. The quote every Murkrow story, told from the perspective of a Murkrow. Such a silly insert Pokemon here, or such a silly human. They're smug little clever tricksters. They're great. But eventually escalates with, okay, that's the last part. If we want to face the final test of Lord Hunchcrow and actually yell and ask him shit, including shit we're worried about, just gonna have to directly ask. So they do. He shows up, they use haze to turn the world all dark and spooky. He shows up. And Mal proceeds to fuck with them in hilarious, in a funny, subtle way. Taking out a single Poke-Yin coin and rolling it around her fingers. Not, just heavily distractively, just as a little bit of fiddling and fidgeting. But it, of course, just repeatedly distracts them mid-fucking speech. Until he is astonished to steal it. Okay, you're gonna have to try better than that, kid. Response. But yeah, and then comes up with several riddles, most of which your old Dawn proceeds to instantly solve to the bafflement of everybody. Because Punchcode eventually doesn't even get to give most of the hints before Dawn figures it out. And then she gets a question that Dawn can't answer. And that's because it's actually been tailored for Mal. And Or, something only a Pokemon could understand. Which can be summed up as, what is it that a Pokemon fears most? And as the story had previously established, being a talk between all the Mon, while Mal is asleep, one of the things they fear most is becoming a monster. And, I think, pocket monsters fear becoming a monster, right? They're talking about a savage killing machine that's not a person anymore. Something that Mal herself was partly had deteriorated into before her new family found her, the Pokemon. And something that Sparklet himself had also done when he had accidentally, or they, it's the first thing, Sparkplug, the first one, is a Magnemite and does not have ginger. Sparkplug was starving himself and had deteriorated partially into that himself. Mal literally got Sparkplug to eat by tricking them into headbutting a live wire, which gave Sparkplug enough electricity to come back to themselves. Anyways, let's wait to
go off now. So yeah, the answer is the thing they fear most. It's a more complicated riddle, but that's my summarization. The inner monster. In which case, he acts all offended. How could a human hatchling possibly understand that? And go along fail now with geysers of fire shooting out everywhere in the darkness, and asks, how would you kill such a monster? And of course the players voted for some very appropriate things. The answer being, kill it with kindness by teaching it how to be a person again, and most importantly, to steal its jacket. Unfortunately, what my hope is, Dawn did not hear 99 or so percent of that, because that's the key thing. Dawn does not know Mal's shit, because Mal is obsessed with seeming normal to people. I'm really terrified of the idea that people could maybe accept her for who she is. She also didn't want Dawn to know she was psychic for similar reasons, but that one was at least a fight that we the players via her Pokemon were able to out of. Yeah, so I was hoping that she would actually give more implications on. Mind you, she's already given a bunch more, and especially when Dawn can start comprehending it, which is when all the darkness cuts away, revealing a bunch of non-dark type, and thus much more easily read, Magmars, which, do live in Eternity Forest. And in the story, they're all under the protection of Lord Hunchcrow. The rest of the forest thinking them as irredeemable villains and, monsters, and him having only done it out of greed, because he's a villain himself and wants the living weapon. Meanwhile, Mal's easily able to read the fond exasperation they're all feeling for their boss, and to make it very more clear, the subtitle for the leader of the pack of Magmars is Lord Hunchcrow's best friend. And also, and his question also heavily implies that the monster that the thing that destroyed the forest, the eternal flame, was in fact probably a fire type that had devolved into one of said monsters, one that the original alpha had failed to actually save. But yeah, then Lord Hunchcrow proceeds to mock the shit out of the Mon that taught her such things. And implying as such that he should be removed from their influence, which of course the players choose to have her go into a nigh murderous rage at the fucking alpha Pokemon that could easily sneeze and wipe out her entire team, which just gets him laughing even more because Dawn can see all this. She has no idea what's fucking happening because Mal has stopped fucking translating at this point. And, all she knows is she saw this, in which case, all the Murkrows proceed to laugh their ass off and to, drop their dark typing, shields on their minds. and reveal that actually one of the reasons that the Murkrows aren't very well liked for the forest is because, unlike most of the other types, they don't fucking stick to the forest. A lot of them feel free to travel the world however they want before coming home to their true home roost of Eternia. And they also, which means they're much more open to outside ideas and outside communication. And in fact, all the Murkrows of Sinnoh tend to know each other to some extent and consider themselves one great big family, including the Murkrows of Jubilife. Cousin. And then they comfort her a bit by saying that they weren't really doing this to be just to fuck, saying such things just to fuck with her. It was mostly to test whether or not she was actually the one that the Jubilife Murkrows were talking about, and then to follow it up with, you know, finding out if the Murkrows were right, and she had figured out by this point that, you know, the Pokemon Jubilife were her true family, which she had not yet put together at that point in time. Her very happy emotional breakdown she had when she figured that out was really something. As it is, she saw the next update has her struggling not to cry. Meanwhile, Dawn is just increasingly concerned and confused because, again, outside the initial riddle posed aimed at Mallory, she has had none of this stuff. None of this shit. It's right there. She doesn't know the truth of Mal, and she deliberately doesn't because she knows Mal doesn't want her to think of it, to ask and poke into her history. And Dawn has been, bless her, has been fighting heavily against all her instincts to fucking put the puzzle pieces that are being dropped into her lap together, no matter how torturous this is. No matter what weird ass shit her friend fucking says or does. Girl's great. Looks like we didn't continue with the Mechanist quest after all. Alright. I hard recommend it. It is honestly a very heartwarming tale. A lot of the time, a very funny story. If you like fucking with people, Mal is very good at it. That's her entire battling style. To the point that she so thoroughly fucked with gym leader Byron, he asked her to go do the thing to either Gardenia or his son. This quest does not follow the depiction in the anime of him being a not so great dad with a strained relationship. Boo, doo, doo. Boop. Shit's great. I love it. Oh shit. Lost City of Amphadur. Okay, I'm willing to put this on pause, my weightlifting, because I'm not going to fuck around with, it's my first time doing one of these with another group of people who probably also wanted to be able to do this thing for the first time to complete the quest associated with it. Don't say anything different. Unfortunate eggs. That's funny. Oh, crawlers. Alright, I think we can handle a little more full. Let's go ahead and just get rid of some of these and then... Alright, fair enough. I was actually beginning to move towards the more full then. Yeah, okay, this place is not a sit. I do kind of like the giant butterflies. They're just everywhere. Ah! Oh no, they're actually enemies. That's supposed to be their eggs. They're very unhappy at us annihilating their unfortunate eggs. There we go. Ah, come off. Ah, a real mama. Oh. Must have be having some connection issues then. Well, we can wait. While we're waiting, I'll go ahead and get more of this timer out of the way. Oh shit. Hey folks, I gotta take this. Hold on folks. Never mind, they're back. Let's try to do this. Oh, I fucked up the timer on the one thing. Aha! I survived! Shit. Well, I tried to get out of my way this time. Hey, focus on me. Focus on me. Leave the healer alone. Okay. One DPS back up and at him. 2 people. There we go. God, that's so fucking weird. The pattern on that. I need to go check on this thing at the moment. Okay, we're back. Let's see, what we got here? Greed. Looks like a cool ring, I might be able to use that. Good to have people that are understanding. It's like, something did me out. By the way, it was nothing, apparently. Literally, the only reason I stopped was to grab the ring. Or grab the box, whatever it was. Wow, okay, the monstrosities in this level are new and... Holy shit. This is some crazy ass shit. Especially the Void Monk. Wow. Okay, I like the design of that guy. Okay, no skipping forward here. Dravinian Gods of Healing. Ooh, Dravinian Choker. I like. The game finally starts giving me good looking chokers again. And it happens to work. And the article of clothing that looked terrible until now. Yes. I got barked at by a puppy. And I like heard a cute, tiny little wee bark. I was like, yes? Ah, there we go. Which way are we going? I don't know if you heard it because it was so cute. Amador is sacred. I will not be despoiled. Sweet and sweet. I did not know this thing was a thing here. Must be some Roman guard system that hasn't realized that it's already been despoiled. I'm loving the vibe of this thing. Get rid of that as quickly as possible so we can move on to the next aspect, combat. Alright, nothing goes wrong. The best choice is ether for me. Amador gargoyles, huh? I got rid of those things, really. I tend to use those things more for a spot of DPS, but... Oh yeah, that thing's going down. Cannot be. Look, Oh, this is... Sorry, man. It was failed a long time ago. Stone of Transcendence. The Crystallium. The Fret in the Crystallium. Okay, we're gonna be dealing with stuff. Yeah. Oh, no, that's nothing. I thought that went the way we wanted to go. I'm not attached enough to getting shit here that I care about going after a chest that far out of the way. Oh, that's not going where I thought it was. Shit. Yeah, we have to kill these guys if we want to move forward. There we go. I don't see nothing to get splashed with, like, oh, just pots. Yeah, as it is, my AoE combo does not give me HP, just... Yeah, I've long since learned how to dodge those. I didn't even realize they had eyes until just now. That's freaky. The fuck were you up to, white mage, weirdos? Is it not right to the demon we killed? Oh, I think this might be a thing of light. Is Ampedor filled with a monster of light? Holy shit. That's an excellent way to, I thought this would be more demons. I'm coming. Kuriba. And no, they fucking won't. That can't be it. I'm like, yeah. Come to this, but I thought I shall rise again. A resurrection. You know what? Point. Having an enemy resurrect after you kill them is an interesting. Rock is diminished by the going of the waves. Oop. Thank you for the save. There. Come on. How many residents do you have? Ay, puta. Cure 4, huh? Sorry to tell you, but your Cure 4 was not all that powerful. Boo 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 ba do ba da ba do. Boo do 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 do. We win. Oh, that it even has a sick ass death pose, refreezing permanently into a statue. So I thought it might have been demons, but no, it's the exact opposite. Ah, well, no point in hitting GG since they're gone. Oh well, let's see what I could have got. I'm gonna get here. Drumming in something or other. Yeah, it actually stands motionless. One night in Ampedor. There we go. Can't repair on mounted, right. Believe me. Where? Ah, there we go. Rhea, I took care of your problem. Oh, hey, you silly. So we exit to that city. Hey, last city. Well, we are our part, for our part, last 16 days, 16 elements was quiet. What was nature of the hostile end, so unsettled them. Lights. Sorry, I'm starting to see the darkness side, but could not have been more wrong. I didn't expect much, yes. White Tint, Australian Dying Guardians of Stone, one of them in a conflict of truly terrifying proportions. As well, the degradation relics. I like her. Well, that takes care of that. Now let's. Wondrous tale. Wondrous tales. Wondrous tales to do. Oh! Oh my god, I got one! Oh, that's a cute little, cool. Yeah. And now, let's use our second chance to retry these. Because I am going to try to level up Mechanist. Now I've got a spot where I can get 2, and one spot where I can get... If I'm lucky, I'll get 2 lines. And just get that, which can be traded in for... I think that can be traded in for stuff. That would be really nice. More MGP, please, and thank you. Anyways, let's see. Okay. Well, in the night was one final machinist thing. I mean, I might get looks like they're in Heaven's Sword too, based on their outfit. Must be here for the same thing. Alright. Yeah, that one... I unfortunately failed to pause it when I tried, and oops. The timer. Yep. This is good shit. Real fun. Absolute delight. Joy. Had such high hopes from that actually, Kishra. I'm disappointed. You must find us the time to us. Nah, I think I'd prefer learning from Joy. He's lame, she's awesome. Ah! Fucker's health is being deleted. Oh, it sounded like an infinite sprint to a degree. I definitely think Mechanist is going to be one of my favorite classes just to run around as. God damn it, he's invulnerable. Yeah! I was not expecting to end up with a fight against that motherfucker of all things. Hypercharge grants 5 stacks of overheated. Increases the potency of a single target web skill. Overheated effect only applicable to Mechanist job actions. Evaluates your natural talents with a firearm. I mean, you look good and comfortable with that carbine. Pay that comfortable last threat until you shoot the bloody thing. Hit that hit punch. Punches will always start so as you don't put around for your damn foot. Otherwise, your target squeeze to you, not to blow you out of mind, and boom goes the firearms. Your shots will apply the kind of damage you can do with any particular weapon. What about the contraption on at your wrist? The thing that makes this not just a gun. Then it busts something that draws the needs of your body and turns into a spark what feeds some new devices he's working on. Do not forget to carry your solar mechanism based on design on the more conventional officials. It will act as a focal point for energy conversions by the aerial transformer. The contraption, Russell mentioned. Oh, no, it's not. I'm afraid you have to hear your solar lens. It's based design on the more traditional solar crystals, so it will act as a focal point for the energy conversion by the aerial transfer. That would be the contraption, Russell mentioned. Actions, traits, levels, or details. Oh, yep. Alright, that's all you again for now. Follow me and we'll see how you up in the field. And in the bushes and feel like a musky waist cut. I don't care to learn under you, but I, you wish to learn how to gun. Aha! Oh, defeat all the boss salt golems. It's been a long while since I've done one of these, and hey, what do you know? Motherfucker. Healer stance. I need your help. Heal us both. God damn it. I cannot afford today. So heal yourself and heal me. Whoo! Fuck yeah! I fucking won that. Got a bunch of EXP for me and especially for Granny. What I'm looking for? Companion. Oh shit, he's almost leveled up. God, it's been so fucking long since that's happened. I'll try to swap it. Let's see. Any... Oh, that's a very important. Yeah, I want that. If I don't have better gear, I might as well, repair it. come to stand there, and shoot what you're told to shoot. Right here at the end of your trial, Hiro, I'm very glad that you shall press your structure with your enthusiasm and potential. Oh, it's interesting to see how much of a prodigy I am without the assistance of a previously built-up soul crystal. The doggone fashioned unt. And you should lie about your marksmanship. Look at your first target. Focus on getting a feel for the range and rhythm. Try to avoid them curls. You don't want to waste your ammunition. I think this is the way they want me to go. Nope, other way. Don't want to waste your ammunition. I don't have ammunition. I'm not seeing a single goddamn golem anywhere. There he is. Bam, bam. One basalt passer down. Let's go. Does that hurt me to take out one of those? Boop. I haven't even spotted any curls in my path. Alright. Never hunted for bombs. Alright. Defeat the incendiary. Oh, right, there's bombs and that. I don't know, I believe. Just watch out for curls, but I haven't seen a single fucking curl yet. I don't remember these bombs being here. I guess they must be spawning for this area. Oh, I'm like, I see these guys are normal, but... Just crit, 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 crit. Boop, boop. Yeah, I can just outrun your ass. Where are these bombs? I went the right way. Apparently not. Wow, okay, this is really the hunt. Hey, there you are, motherfucker. Just obliterate it. Alright, I'm going to imagine the next one's hunting around there. Oh, no, that's it. Not bad, lass. No, that's it. See you answer some proper nasties, though, eh? Is she done enough for a beginner? No, ain't she done enough for a beginner? Look, Sean, I see some skin to a pair of my cats and a pair of tigers. You want to know, you cheat his lordship? You're gonna bend the rules, and so if you're gonna bend the rules, so will I. You gotta do, lass. I'll wear those skins at the hovel. Aye, Joyce transformed into her badass. Come on, Haru. Oh, I love her. I love her. Docile my cat, aka Bear. Nasty Bear. Joy is great. Joy of the Nine Faces. Docile tigers. Where are those? I'm sorry, tigers are an actual thing in this game? I've never seen a tiger in this game before. Bloody ringtails. Come on, come on. Can't believe there are actually tigers in this game. Let's do that heavy shot. Oh, are we done? And I guess we're done. Oh, she sounds this way, right down to the hermit's hovel. I like Joy. She's a delight. She goes from eager rootin' tootin' cowgirl, gunslinger extraordinaire to shy little housemaid. I love it. Give her them skins, son. He was what's up, you did well, lassie. And you will attend the manufacturing with us then? Said you did well, not that it's done. And take down me. And how many you can fight against us now? Inventory is being thrown out of some. How would you be so glad to give the church a good drubbing? Oh, I love it. He's both a marauder and a gunslinger. I thought I saw him have an axe on him. Get back, Harko. Alright. Get back, Harko. You can win this. Keep it up, Harko. He's on his last legs. Thrilling performance. You saved the manufacturing. Hey, I'm sure that's what permanently on the shout out. You have many words, are you not? Yeah, I can't believe I was shot, but do you know why I left in the first place? What rates of your beloved homeland? Yeah, no, pronounce it. In fact, I'd be happy to have sought a place again. You convinced us for flaying to a logo we so clearly despise. For a sack of guilt the size of me bloody head. I was working for, but some black came on to offer me going to ship anchor. So I did. Who paid you to ban the factory? Who would do such a thing? Said I had never seen the stop horror, but I showed my face at the workshop. His boss is gonna want the guilt back again. Pretty already spent it all ago. Oh no, you will not make it for my guy. That you will instruct every would-be mechanist who walks through our door. My cockles look excluding my stare down. I can't win by what teacher at least. I got the back and that frigate rigid arms and Lady Ishgard for me. So he was paid to leave and he hates it. I think he's a grumpy asshole. Oh, is that my sword? I have to say exactly fit the person. Wait, I'll not say it's not exactly well funded. It's better. We are right on but I'm sorry to throw in fiction legend will turn up a spare gill or two. But I take a people, eh? My lordship? Yeah, you cannot, my dear. Some may be a touch 10 out of 9, but none can dispute the value from marksmanship. Anxiety, since the business he had in his parts not college his satisfaction, and would confine me his troubles. I suppose I shall have to content myself with the thought of his return. You have exceeded my expectations. Pray join me back to the manufacturing, and that I might take you in my fix your accomplishment. Perfect. And with that, I've now got all my shit needed to, you know, kick ass and take names. At least to the next level. Okay, so Onion. Deepin. The same as the manufacturing. Did first a suitable reward, but I thought I was something worrisome prudence. Such a day can hardly be instant for your town there, Harrow. Yay, I got overheat. Let's find out what that is, and that'll be end of it. Hypercharge. Yep. Can't wait. Oh, okay. Shit. That's what the heat gauge is. Okay, certain weapons still to increase the heat gauge. Overheats your weapons, but presumably makes them more powerful. Okay. Increase potency of single target weapons for 20. I like it. I like stuff like that. That's neat. I always knew Mechanist would be one of the funner ones. I'm glad to not be this pub. Maybe I'll switch sides, but overall, I like it. Anyways, this is the promising one, and I'm super glad that I've started it. It's going to be a blast to play and stream. Starting next time, since we'll mostly be doing this, I'm going to also break it up with doing Monk and doing quests as Monk. And it's either this, trying to get Void Ark and Hullbreaker Isle, or do it for Gilly. But this is HighPriest signing out, and I will see you all tomorrow.